The opinions captured in these videos do not necessarily reflect the views of the creators. Okay, what do you think they mean by this?
The power of the pussy?
No, you think they mean like there might be someone that says like feminism is cool or something, and that's what they're trying to.
Well, I have no idea what this channel's about.
He's just trying to cover his because like one of these dumb broads might actually end up saying like some base shit about feminism.
How would you feel if a woman approached you?
I wouldn't care. It wouldn't bother me one bit.
Would you be intimidated if a woman offered to pay the bill?
Nah. But I'm still gonna pay him, but you know, it's a nice gesture.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't bother me, but like, you know.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do it, but
to be fair, I'm the same way.
Well, me too.
Would you be intimidated if she initiated sex or made the first move?
Not at all.
Does no always mean no?
Oh, God.
Yes, no. Or, well, it kind of depends on in the moment. Like, if they're actually hitting the spot and they're like, oh, you want to go deeper? And you're like, no, but yes, go ahead. But if I tell you a straight no, that means no.
I feel like you can tell through body language and tone. So, like, whenever guys are kissing me, I'm like, stop.
So
like, don't stop.
So you should probably say it and not text it, right?
Yeah.
It depends how they say it. So if they're saying it in a funny way, like giggling and stuff, then
I was expecting one of the women to say some dumb shit, but even those two girls didn't even say that. They said body language can give it away.
In my sexual experiences, if they say don't stop, usually that means don't stop. You know what I mean? Like, I've never heard of it the opposite way.
Here's the thing, okay? A lot of you are in the Twitch chat. I'm going to keep it $150 with you. You are permanently incapable of reading the room. So, like, for you, that's a no-no. That don't even do the whole, like, oh, maybe no means yes thing, because that's how you're going to get into trouble. I'm just being honest with you. I'm keeping it $150, especially if you're, like, one of those fucking weirdos that just said, like, well, the previous girl just said no means yes. That means you can't read the room anyway. So don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
they're joking. They want you to continue anything, like not just in sex, whatever. Okay. They want you to continue what's going on. They're just having fun with trolling you. Gotcha. But if they're saying like no, drop the mic, end that shit right there. Don't fight with her.
See, I mean, he's not even a fucking bad take. Like, I mean, this guy gets it, but those chatters can't understand it.
One last quick question for
Yes.
you. Okay. Have you ever lied to a woman in order to get laid?
Nah.
Why do you think a lot of men lie to women in order to get laid?
The fuck is he
They tell
talking
women
about?
what they want to hear.
Okay.
So it makes it easier for them.
Why can't men tell the truth?
That's a good question.
All the people that are mad about
I don't
this
know.
shit don't
They
have
lie to get-
sex. They
Oh,
just don't
dude,
get laid.
he's literally, dude, he's so angry. I can fucking see him white knuckling from the other side of the camera, dude. He's like, why do you think men lie? Is it because these bitches can't handle the truth?
What you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do men feel like they can't get what they want by
I mean,
being
me
honest?
personally, I don't need to lie to get it. So I don't know why men feel
Yeah,
that.
he's like, I'm good looking. I have a good head on my shoulders. That seems like a you problem, interviewer. He's like, I'm doing all right, my friend. Doing great. Fuck you.
The lie, just be honest with a woman straight up, and you know she'll give it to you quicker if you're honest with her and let her know what it is from the rip.
Would you prefer a man who's completely honest or a man who tells you what you want to hear?
Completely honest.
Completely honest.
So what if a man came up to you and said, I think you're really attractive. If I took you out and spent money on you and made you laugh and feel special, would you be open to hooking up with me and potentially something more?
Fuck no.
But isn't that completely honest?
It is completely honest, but
Isn't that literally what happens?
I don't know. Not every man thinks like that.
But he thinks like that. So, and all the fucking weird incels think like that. Dude. I really think the Dutch government offering like for neurodivergent people to get sex work is unironically the ethical way to go in comparison to what America does, which is like give them weapons or a camera and then weapons so they can go shoot up a school or whatever.
Fact of the matter is, gay, straight, whatever, you're not entitled to another human being. You're not entitled, no matter what you do, no matter what action is performed, you're not entitled to anything.
I know, but good luck. You can't remove that.
I don't understand. It's a pretty clear concept.
Some motherfuckers
Because I
are
take
not
somebody
gonna...
out to dinner doesn't mean I'm going to get my dick sucked.
Some people actually
doesn't make
genuinely
sense.
want to get to know you.
By the way, she's shocked. Like, she's taken aback by that dude being like, isn't that what it is, though? That's why everyone goes on dates, right? Because they want to fuck you. They want to fuck your pussy with a penis.
I mean, admittedly, sometimes I do want to get my dick sucked, but it doesn't always happen, right? And that's just the way it is.
The funny part about this is that, I mean, every part of this is funny, It's not a lie if you are being kind, if you're just being normal. Like, you don't have to immediately be like, hey, if we're going out to dinner, are we gonna fuck? Like, that's an insane entitled attitude. Why can't you just like go out to dinner under a normal pretense, but also find them to be attractive? Like, it's just wild to just be like, well, I find you attractive, which means we are going to do the sexual intercourse.
It is completely honest, but
Isn't that literally what happens?
I don't know. Not every man thinks like that. Some people actually genuinely want to get to know you.
Okay.
But if those are your intentions, then
You're
I know
so funny defending nothing. All women are different. I mean, that's true as well, but this dude is like trying to reduce it to a very narrow frame. If you can't comprehend that, I don't know what to tell
your
you.
intentions are just to hook up, then no.
What is the difference between being completely honest and being too blunt?
A lot of this issue, unironically, revolves around how complicated interpersonal communication
say
is.
that.
It's just so complicated.
Yeah.
And by the way, the left does this too when they try to like reduce it down to clear, well-defined boundaries. You know what I mean? It's always best to abide by best practices and be as nice as possible. Okay, which is why I always say, like, if you can't read the room, if you're not very good, if you're not very familiar with the person that you're talking to, you don't know how they react to certain things, like, it's always best to ask, right? It's always best to ask. Context is very, very important, but every person is different. But a lot of people, I think, just want a roadmap, a talking point tree, basically. They want to go through like an Oblivion NPC. They want to go through and click through all the fucking talking points one by one by one by one. Like, they want a dialogue tree. And then ultimately at the end of it is like the golden pussy. That's not how this works.
Humans are incredibly complex creatures. Incredibly complex. It's not black and white. Never will be. You must just, like Hasan said, err on the side of caution. And just, again, I like go by the rule that you are not entitled to anything.
Yeah.
So you set that expectation.
They want a speed run, dude. They want a glitchless speed run hack to pussy. Like, that's what they want. They want to walk through. They want to read through the walkthrough and be like, okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. That doesn't work that way. You're not gonna be able to get that.
And honestly, one of the fundamental thing is quit making yourself so damn desperate.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not attractive. I don't think, no matter what, gay, whatever, it's not attractive.
Why do you think women lure sailors with their heavenly voices just to drown them in the sea? Why is that okay? A lot of people are saying that they're actually sea mammals, but they're mermaids, and we know that.
Look, there's
That's
a lot
really
of people.
good.
There's some people that like I am extraordinarily attracted to, but god damn, just put some fucking put a buffer. You know what I mean? Like, don't go too hard. Right, Hasan?
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Don't be.
Okay, so being too blunt is being like super straightforward. Like,
But that's like honesty too. That's kind of like
no, but hold on. So say someone asks you like, oh, do you think I'm attractive or not? You say, no, I think you're fucking ugly. Leave me the fuck alone. That's too blunt. If you're being honest, I'm sorry I'm not attracted to you, but I'm sure you'll find somebody. But
Oh my God, she did an incredible job on the spot. She did such a good job of describing it on the spot. Like, great, good for her.
thank you.
or you're just not my
There's a
type.
difference.
That's like a nicer way of being honest.
That
like
too.
you're not-
Okay, if a woman can wear Wonder Bras to make her boobs look bigger, can men
The difference is being kind. Why would you want to hurt someone's feelings? He just like can't figure it out. The difference, of course, is that like a lot of people who have social anxiety, like myself, or a lot of people who are fucking neurodivergent, understand that, recognize that, and live with that for the rest of their fucking lives, and are constantly trying to overcome that. Meanwhile, this motherfucker's like, no, actually, the way I'm seeing it and how hard to interpret, like, context cues is actually normal. And you're a fucking bitch for not giving me that. If you're brutally honest, then you're just honest. That's honesty. There's a nuance to this sort of stuff, and it seems like he is absolutely incapable of seeing that nuance, which is why, and there are plenty of communities on the internet that have basically told him that he's right for feeling that way. So now he just thinks like everyone should feel that way, and that's why I'm gonna fucking own you by asking you a string of questions.
wear Wonder Bras to make her boobs look bigger, can men put socks in their jeans to make their junk look bigger?
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, by the way, this is what happens when a fucking weird incel like encounters a person who is just like normal. That's such a dumb question. Like in his mind, he thinks like, well, that's deceit. You're doing deceptive behavior.
I wouldn't do it. I don't need to do that.
Okay, well, I mean, can men wear lifts to make them look taller?
I guess.
Have you ever led a man on because you enjoyed the attention you received?
Of course. That's part of being a girl.
Okay, do you believe being...
Okay, how many questions do we have here?
Bro, how many fucking questions did he ask that didn't make the cut? Yo! This dude, oh no. Why did he keep that in the fucking video?
He's trying to be like, oh, she couldn't take more than one question.
Have you ever heard the expression power of the pussy?
Yes, of course.
What does that mean?
The girls run the relationship.
Financial,
anything.
problems.
Because at the end of the day, the guy wants the pussy.
Yep.
And
OnlyFans, bro.
Yeah.
Power of the pussy, bro.
Yeah, OnlyFans, exactly. Girls get paid from their pussy. Guys don't get paid off their dick.
I've never heard of it, but it's true.
Are you fucking kidding me? You know how many guys I've paid out their dick?
Tell him.
On OnlyFans?
Tell him, Austin.
Some guys are fucking millionaires. Are you kidding me?
Austin's like, I'm horny and
You
I
know how much
owned
money
you.
dick makes on the internet?
He said, I'm horny.
It's a very lucrative business.
And I owned you, okay?
It's a very lucrative
Let me tell you how horny I am.
Okay, dick and pussy and men make a fucking shit ton of money too. Sex makes money. Who gives a fuck? We all watch it. We all watch porn.
This is great.
We all watch porn. Who gives a fuck?
I love that this dude's entire thing is just like, women are using their bodies to make money instead of giving it to me for free.
It's
like
so
back in the
fucking
day
strange.
when my dad would be able to go out and get me a wife, a trad wife.
Okay, what does that mean? How would you define that?
That means that I have all the power, and anything that I want, the dude has to do before he can get what I got going on here.
Okay, so then why do you think there's so much talk in our society about things like male privilege and white privilege, but we never talk about pussy privilege?
Because it's so marginal that, like, women have been so fucking horrifically owned by the dumbest group of individuals. So, you know, that's a L women. Sorry, just going to put that out there. That, like, the one crumb of, like, equalizing power for these fucking little twisted incel freaks is that, like, consent. Like, women have the capacity to consent sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. That, like, they can consent and then it's like, whoa, what do you mean? Yeah, by the way, white privilege just jumped out for no fucking reason in that conversation. What the fuck does white privilege have to do with this? Why does nobody say pussy privilege when they talk about male privilege? Is a hilarious take. It's like male privilege is like basically, you know, working, being able to get paid more for centuries on end, and then still having, you know, remnants of that antiquated patriarchal constructs benefit you regardless. It doesn't necessarily mean that like men are always better than every other woman. Obviously, for most people that don't understand intersectionality, they can't comprehend this fact. It's like, yes, Oprah is still better off than like a homeless man, a homeless white man, especially. Even then, like Oprah is significantly better off than a homeless white man, obviously. So there's a class dynamic that factors into this conversation that these fucking dumbass reactionary incels never comprehend. But ultimately, pussy power is just, it's nothing. It's not even negligible. It's nothing.
I don't know, because dudes are stupid.
Okay. Why are so many women reluctant to admit that they have privilege?
I don't know, I'm not.
More homeless men and suicides by far for some reason. Dude, this is the funniest. This is the funniest fucking immediate, like, people always fucking love to bring up like men are committing suicide. Men are committing suicide. Yeah, I know that. I talk about it all the time. Part of it is because there's a bunch of dumbass, toxic idiots who constantly drop men into a cycle of fucking self-hatred and women hatred rather than address any of the underlying root causes. But hey, guess what, dude? I'm not saying that men don't get fucked over in society. I was literally describing the fucking fact that a cishet homeless white male is still less privileged overall than Oprah fucking Winfrey, because class in that circumstance is absolutely superseded in that dynamic. It's like way more powerful. Okay.
That was created August 5th, 2011.
Yeah, I mean, this person is fucking brain rotted. I don't know why I'm talking to a person who's been on this platform since 2011. That's like dangerous. But you have to also comprehend something here. You're not addressing any of the fucking solutions if you just bring up homeless men and suicides by far for some reason in a conversation about the gender dynamic between men and women. Because when people talk about men and women in the gender dynamic, they're not talking about it from a class position. They're not talking about it from the neurodivergence privilege, being neurotypical rather than neuroatypical. They're talking about it from the perspective of like two equal people, one's a man and one's a woman, who's more privileged? Okay, that's it. It's so weird that people constantly fucking act like that's not the case when this conversation is happening.
The world revolves around pussy.
We run the world, baby. Basically.
Oh, okay. So then, if the power of the pussy is so strong that men will do almost anything for it, how exactly is it a man's world?
Bro, does this motherfucker literally think that like women are running the world through their vaginas or something? How fucking, dude, you know what, dude? Jerk off before you do these interviews, okay? In private, of course. You are down so fucking abysmal. You're like, duh, what about the privilege of women having pussies? Like, it's like, dude, who cares? If you were a sex haver, if you were comfortable, if you were fine, if you had normal, healthy relationships with women, you would not be asking questions like this non-fucking stop.
I know the next question is going to be bad. That's
Yeah,
why.
I can't, yeah, exactly. Okay.
Right.
Why do you think there is so much talk in our society about things like male privilege, white privilege, but we never talk about pussy privilege?
Yo.
What does this guy look like?
He is so right. Like, I don't even know how to answer that because there is a lot of privilege.
What privilege, bro, that like women get to sometimes be able to like deny you? I don't understand. What privilege?
I'm with having a pussy.
It's one of the most powerful privileges that exists.
Hell yeah.
And it's never talked about. Why is that?
By privilege, he means that women get flowers and compliments when men don't is a common thought with dumb Zoomers. Source semi-dumb Zoomer. I know, but like the problem with this is that people look at gender like they look at race. Oftentimes, this is just guided by the reactionary forces of conversation. They think it's a zero-sum game. Instead of trying to put women down, why don't you lift the homies up? You know what I mean? You can be positively masculine. Lift the homies up. You don't have to like try to put women down. Just lift the homies up. It's that simple. It's very strange that it's like, no, fuck that actually. No, it's a zero-sum game. All we need to do is just like, we need to bring the women down. We need to bring the women down. That's how we'll solve this problem. It's stupid.
Because every man wants pussy. Because every man wants pussy.
Not true, you fucking
Say that
idiot.
again?
That's almost being sexist.
Interesting, okay. Could it be possibly because it destroys the victim narrative?
Sure.
Okay. What does the expression power of the pussy mean?
You want to answer that one, big dog?
He's got his
Power of the
buddies now.
pussy.
They're making fun of the cameraman.
Shit. I ain't got me drunk answering this motherfucker.
Answer the question, sir, please.
Oh, man. Power. All right. Power of the pussy. Oh, man.
Excuse me, sir. Can you answer the question?
I'm trying to without being real, like. Power of the pussy, man. It's a serious thing. It's a serious thing.
He needs to answer this question right now.
It's a serious thing. Let's put it like this. The power of the pussy causes people to kill people. You know? Like, a man, God kill a guy over that. You know? Like, seriously.
Okay, so would you say what women can use sex to get men to do to get men to do anything, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
So my next question is, why is there so much discussion in our society about things like male privilege and white privilege, but we never talk about pussy privilege?
I kind of want to give it away now. Why we don't talk about pussy privilege, man? Pussy make the world go around, man. Us men need that. Us straight men need that. You know, we
See,
need
look,
that to
thank you.
survive.
This guy's
He's
Without
based.
it,
He's
we're
well
nothing.
adjusted.
Okay, just give me a rough estimate.
Base.
How much of our economy is driven by men buying things to please and impress women?
Who gives a fuck?
Dude, that's awesome. This guy's great. Oh, he can't be serious, right? I'm gonna try to be charitable because like this is deranged. No shot he's being serious, right? He's saying like pussy is like is one of the planks of the economy. You know what I mean? There's a pussy inflation out there. The economists are never looking at the pussy index. What the fuck? What is this? Did you see this yet?
My name is Nicole, and I'm feeling very frisky.
Oh my God, he's loving it. Oh my God.
Yeah, I like anal. So what? I prefer it, actually. You can look, but you can't touch.
Oh my God, he loves it. He's killing it, dude. What the fuck? Yo! Wow. Does he have pussy privilege now? He does. He said multiple times, I haven't felt this alive for years. Oh my God. This is the future Republicans are terrified of. Men going out and feeling themselves.
They're indoctrinating Twitch chats.
The gay agenda is working, folks.
Would you agree that most consumer spending is geared towards women?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Would you?
What? Dog. Homie's literally wearing jewelry. He's wearing a sports hat. Every part of this right now is an idiotic fucking take. This notion that under this capitalist organization of the economy that like spending is not geared towards men and women, whoever the fuck has the money, is so stupid. Oh my God. I am losing my fucking mind, dude. Dudes will literally be out here like, yo, women be shopping and then spend $350 on a fucking shoe that they waited 3 hours in line for. You consume just as much as women do.
You also agree that the media pushes a campaign of fear and consumption by exploiting men's need for female validation.
What the fuck? They're trolling him, dude. Yeah, I think these guys are messing with him at this point because he's like so angry, so bent, so fucking upset. What do you mean fear? There's a fear campaign.
Of fear and consumption by exploiting men's need for female validation.
Bro, this dude starts off by being like, do you think women sometimes have the capacity to be like a little mean if they don't even feel like it? And then ends the conversation with like, do you think females sometimes would kill you if you turned around after cheating on you with your best friend because you can't shut the fuck up about pussies and you just have a healthy fascination with going out and doing man on the street interviews, but then your bitch ex-wife took the fucking children? Do you think that would happen? How would that work if that were to happen? Deborah, I hate you.
Yes. I feel like
Austin not reacting to me screaming is the funniest thing.
I'm used to it.
You're just like sitting there on your phone.
Thing in the economy has to do with women. Like,
okay, so why is there so much talk about female exploitation, but we never talk about this exploitation of men?
I think he's the only one that talks about this shit.
Because power of the pussy.
Sex sells, right?
Yes.
Okay. And finally, why is there so much talk about a gender pay gap,
Why
but
does
we
he
never
pretend
talk about
like
a gender
women don't want
spend
sex?
gap?
What? A gender spend gap? Yo, is this new incel rhetoric? What's going on? I feel like there's some shit I haven't heard about yet. What about the gender spend gap? What the fuck?
Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna start using that.
And lastly, why do
Where would you ever use the gender spend gap? Explain to me what the gender spend gap is and how you would start using that. These guys are the fucking the Marx and Engels of women be shopping. Writing a new Das Kapital a week, dude.
still expect men to pay for everything?
Yo, this went from a regular interview to I'm starting to hate women. He's right though. He's right.
He's right. Yeah. No.
Yeah, they're asking
You're
for
making
more.
great
yeah,
points.
they're asking.
What a fucking idiot.
Dudes have so much mental stability, dude. Like, man, it took like 3 dumb questions for these dudes to be like, yeah, I fucking hate women, actually. What the fuck? You're right, bro. God damn, dude. It's like it took you 3 idiotic questions, like not even good ones. Like, duh, what about fucking women be shopping? And he's like, damn, yeah, they are bitches. Am I right? What the fuck? Oh man,
For more money,
Making great points.
but
Yeah.
to spend money on themselves.
Yeah.
We're asking for more money to take girls out.
Yeah.
Because look, at the end of the day, guys have to ask girl on dates.
Yep.
When is the last time a girl's gonna ask a guy for a date?
Yep. Yeah.
Right. And does it get any more privileged than that? Being approached?
I wonder why. I wonder what kind of dynamics created this reality where like women are constantly the ones who are saying yes or no to men asking them on dates rather than like being the one to take initiative in that situation. I wonder if there was like I don't know, like any kind of like social construct that has been around since pretty much the existence of like the Western world as we understand it. If there was like, if that played a role into that, I don't know. I can't think about it. Like all these traditional bonds also advocated for by the church, pushed by governments, just basic social conditioning. Oh yeah, that's right, dude. Fuck. It's called patriarchy. And also a way to combat that and a way to like abolish those gender standards that we don't have to abide by and not many people do if you're around like, cool people, is to not be a fucking hostile dickhead who constantly and consistently thinks about the dynamic of women be shopping. Aren't you being hostile? Yes, I am. There's a difference between being hostile to like the entirety of women with your rhetoric and your understanding of the world and being hostile towards someone who is doing that.